The ferryman's toll. The river was black as ink, its surface still, reflecting a moon that hung too low, too heavy, in a sky without stars. Thomas stood on the shore, his boots sinking into the cold, damp silt. The air smelled of decay, not the rot of leaves or earth, but something older, sharper, like regret itself. He clutched a single coin in his fist, its edges biting into his palm. It was all he had left, not in life, but in this place beyond it. The boat came silently, cutting through the water without a ripple. The ferryman loomed at its helm, a figure cloaked in shadow, his face hidden beneath a hood. His oar dipped into the river, pulling with a rhythm that felt like a heartbeat, slow and deliberate. Thomas's chest tightened as the boat nudged the shore. "You seek passage," the ferryman said, his voice a low rasp like wind over dry bones. "It wasn't a question." Thomas nodded, his throat dry. "I need to go back. To her. To Clara." The ferryman tilted his head, as if weighing the words. "The dead do not return lightly. Name your toll." Thomas opened his hand, revealing the coin-worn, unremarkable, the last remnant of the world he'd left. "This is all I have." The ferryman's laugh was a hollow thing, echoing across the river. "A coin buys passage one way. To return, the price is more." His skeletal hand gestured to the water, where faint shapes flickered beneath the surface. Faces, moments, frozen in time. A piece of you, something precious. Thomas's heart, or whatever passed for it here, lurched. "What kind of piece?" "Choose," the ferryman said. "A memory, a love, a truth. The stronger it is, the closer you get to her." Thomas thought of Clara, her laugh, sharp and bright, the way her fingers brushed his when they danced in the kitchen, the promise he'd made to never leave her. He'd died too soon, a car crash stealing him from her side. He couldn't stay here, in this gray limbo, knowing she was alone. "Take a memory," Thomas said, voice steady despite the fear clawing his chest. "The day I met her." The ferryman extended a hand, and Thomas felt a pull, like thread unraveling from his soul. The memory flashed, Clara in a yellow dress, spilling coffee on his shoes, her flustered apology turning to laughter. Then it was gone. He could still picture her face, but the moment they'd met was a blank, a hole in his mind. The boat moved forward, the shore receding. "More," the ferryman said, his oar dipping again. Thomas hesitated. "Another memory. Our first dance." The ferryman's hand reached again, and the kitchen vanished. The music, Clara's warmth, the way she'd stepped on his toes and laughed. Gone. The boat glided farther, the river narrowing, but the other shore was still distant, shrouded in mist. "More," the ferryman intoned. Thomas's hand shook. "No more memories. Take my courage." The ferryman paused, as if savoring the offer. His hand closed around empty air, and Thomas felt it a hollowness, a trembling fear where his resolve had been. He wanted to run, to scream, but there was nowhere to go. The boat surged forward, the mist parting slightly, revealing a faint glow of the living world. "Almost there," the ferryman said. "One final toll." Thomas's mind reeled. He'd given the day they met, their first dance, his courage. What was left? Clara's face flickered in his thoughts, her voice, her love. He couldn't give that. Could he? "I have nothing else," Thomas whispered, voice cracking. The ferryman leaned closer, his hood revealing nothing but shadow. "You have her. Give me your love for her, and you will walk among the living." Thomas froze. Without his love for Clara, what was the point of returning? He'd see her, hold her, but feel nothing. A ghost in a man's body, hollowed out. The river lapped at the boat, whispering, urging him to decide. "No," Thomas said, the word heavy, final. "I won't." The ferryman straightened, silent for a moment. Then, slowly, he pushed the oar, turning the boat back toward the shore Thomas had come from. "A wise choice," he said, almost softly. "Some prices are too high." As the boat touched the silt again, Thomas stepped onto the shore, his heart heavy but whole. Clara was out there, beyond his reach, but his love for her remained unbroken, the one thing the river couldn't claim. The ferryman vanished into the dark, And Thomas stood alone, the coin still in his hand, the weight of his choice, both a burden and a gift.